Build the wall. It's amazing the perspective, how quickly it changes.
Smart man, listen to this.
President Trump is a true patriotic American. He's my commander in chief, or will be soon again, and I love him. And being a black Republican, black American conservative, that's is very important to me. I used to be a Democrat. I had to walk away from the Democratic Party because, once again, what are they doing for first and foremost the country? Nothing.
I'm going to challenge all black people for this 2024 election to stop going to your polling place and just voting Democrat, Democrat, Democrat without even knowing what's going on, just because you've been told to always vote for the Democratic Party. What has the Democratic Party done for us as black people in the past, I don't know, 50 years? Even the first black president, he didn't do for the advancement of black people in this country whatsoever. Barack Obama did more for the LGBTQ community, more for the gay community, signing laws protecting them and their advancement and their rights than he did for black people the entire 8 years he was in office. So why are we still sitting up here voting Democrat when they don't do it for us? When we have old white men telling us, you ain't black if you don't vote for me.
I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
You ain't black if you don't vote for me. But then he goes into office and does absolutely nothing for black Americans. But we sit up here and we vote Democrat every single time because we've been told to. Hasn't helped you, hasn't helped your mama, and it's not going to help your kids.
Somebody said common sense. And I was talking.
Waking up.
I was talking to somebody this week, someone that I love and respect. And the perspective was, Donald Trump is a racist. Donald Trump is bad. And the same individual was complaining about the price of food, the condition of the economy, gas prices, concerned about their bills. And they said, I'm going to vote for Biden because Donald Trump is such an evil man. I said, brother, you are delusional. You are delusional. Like, first of all, how in the world did you come to the conclusion Donald Trump is racist? Where did you get that from? From the media? I said, can you give me a video? He had nothing. I said, first of all, pause right there. You're repeating talking points without clear-cut evidence. Okay, that's a media thing. That's your brain on MSNBC. Stop. And the second thing I said was,
this is your brain. This is your brain on mainstream media.
I said, you telling me Biden is a better president than Trump? Is, like my Jamaican friends will say, is you crazy?
Right.
I said, you might not like Trump, and I'm not telling you to be for Trump. But if you have some decency in you, there is no way with some brain that is actually working, if you have two brain cells rubbed together, there is no way in your righteous mind you're gonna vote for the same president, like my friend Bacon said earlier, who is sending money overseas instead of caring for those at home. You're gonna vote
even just common sense, just basic common sense.
You're gonna vote for the president who shut down the energy system of this country, who's causing the inflation to skyrocket. You're gonna vote for the president who's responsible largely for a war in Ukraine where thousands of lives are being lost. You're gonna vote for that president? You're gonna vote for the same guy who has a rap sheet of corruption from eternity past. This is not a new thing. These are things that are coming up.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna vote for the guy
who gave the eulogy at Robert Byrd,
the same
high-ranking KKK member.
You're gonna vote for that guy. I said, I'm not telling you to vote for Trump, but if you go vote for Biden, you just as crazy. It's best you stay apolitical and say, I want nothing to do with this. I'll just stay back and I'll stay independent. That's better. But for you to go and say, I'm gonna vote for Biden, I said, bro,
passed the 94 crime bill, which is responsible for jailing more black people than any other bill in history.
I was like, man, I said the rest of the world, actually, I said, I don't know what kind of bubble you in. The rest of the world done woke up. I said, you can go to the average person and they will tell you, man, I'm voting for Trump. Because why? They knew the economy was better. We were
Mhm.
stronger. Things.
Mhm.
Trump has a rap sheet. Now you may say, I don't want to go back to Trump. I want to go to a new candidate. Well, go for run the 10 test. Vivek Ramaswamy. I don't know. Let the Lord lead you. But one thing you cannot tell me is Biden was good and Trump was bad. That perspective, if you still have it, something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you, boy. And that's where I stay when it comes politically. I'm like, man, come
I
on, man.
mean,
Use some
for
brains.
crying out loud, he gave $10 million to HBCUs for life.
I know.
He freed more black prisoners than any
Obama
president
did
in
not do
history.
that.
No,
Obama did
Obama
not do
didn't do
that.
that.
Yeah.
He made us as a country the world's largest exporter of oil for the first time in history.
Mm.
Our economy was booming,
Hmm.
you know. Things were cheaper. The average median household income was up $5,000 a month.
Mm.
I mean, things were good under
Yeah.
Trump
Yeah. Yeah.
until COVID hit.
Yeah.
And
Of course.
funny how that happened.
Of course. And then we had a problem with the election and we had to, harvest, ballots and all that.
We can't. We're not going to talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
You are an election denier. It was never a crime until Trump did it. Anyway,
Mhm.
so this is why when you go to the state of Santa Monica, California, this is why people are doing this. And I think this speaks volume. And I tell you, I love the perspective of the people, not media, not talking points, not administrative state. I could care less about these people. But the average person, when they talk, these are the people I listen to because I'm like, yeah, I know what you're saying because I'm in your shoes. Look at that. You think California will hate Trump? Well, think again.
So Donald Trump was in California for a GOP convention, and looks like they love him over there too. Watch this.
Where we go, while we go all, buddy. Dance to Vino. Woo!
That's a lot of people. How are you? Nice to see you, Mr. President. Doing good. How's it going, everybody here? Everybody happy?
Mr. President, what's your message to the people of California?
It's in a lot of trouble, California. They're doing very badly, and we'll turn it all around. The whole country's going to be turned around.
Would you want?
Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Who wants a car bell?
Oh man, Gavin Newsom, a liberal-run city full of Democrats, over 80-something% of them voted Democrats. This is the kind of reception Trump gets. That tells me a lot. That tells me that the perspective is changing.
You see underneath where it says ice cream?
Uh-huh.
California is Trump country.
There goes my thumbnail. Oh, that is perfect. Make it make sense, somebody. And when you hear the media, they keep talking of how evil Trump is. But when you go to the average person, this is the reaction you get.
They're just not buying it anymore.
They're not. They're just like, yo, it's just enough now. Trump is facing another issue in New York now. They're trying to take away his money and shut down his business as a whole. I'm like, these people are bored or what?
Well, I mean,
Are you not wicked?
just yesterday, the judge threw out 80% of the indictment.
Good, because of the statute of limitations.
Statute of limitations, yeah.
It doesn't even belong there. None of the students, they shouldn't even made it into the courthouse.
No.
It's like waste of time. If Trump never actually decided to run for president, none of this stuff will be discussed.
Mm-mm.
None of it. Because the average politician is just as guilty, in some cases, more guilty than Trump. Because they're doing things, inside tradings, they have things they're doing that, I mean, you and I are not even remotely close to the level of evil some of these people are up to. But Trump is the devil, right? Please, like, use your common sense, somebody.
Not even close.
Joe Biden. I love you. Never surrender. Never surrender. He's back. Never surrender. A lot of
Build the wall. It's amazing the perspective, how quickly it changes under the right circumstance. 2-3 years ago, this was xenophobic. This was white supremacist talking points. This was you hate immigrants.
Yeah.
Oh, they're illegal immigrants. Building the wall was evil. Where is AOC? AOC, go to the wall and take a picture now with your white clothing and weep. Let us know.
And your crocodile tears.
So we protect our homes. We protect businesses. We protect the White House with gates and walls. But to protect the country in which you live is wrong. Yo, these oh my goodness, these arguments are so false. And it's so wrong. And
They're
the
just
lies are in
logical
your
fallacies.
face. And no wonder why New York now, illogical fallacies. No wonder why New York now is weeping and crying, about the illegal immigrants that are destroying their economy. It's like, boy.
And the sad part is
I could have told you that.
The city's so overwhelmed. Now they're pushing them into upstate New York.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, guys. Don't sit there. Quit pushing them on us. It's your problem. You decided you wanted this. We didn't want them.
And they're trying to put laws in place. They're trying to put laws in place where it becomes illegal for red states to send illegal immigrants to blue states. But wait a minute. I thought you were the sanctuary cities. You've claimed that status. No, it's yours. You keep it.
You wanted this.
You wanted the illegal immigrants. So let's share the wealth. Let's spread the wealth. And you guys love sharing as a communist, fascistic propaganda. You love to take what does not belong to you. Well, there you go. Have some illegal immigrants. And
it's all you.
You go and babysit them.
Just don't burden the rest of us with it. Just keep it to yourself.
No. What was man? I just saw this video earlier on X, and believe me, I'm gonna find it. If it's there, I'm gonna find it. What's his name? Poland was talking about illegals. Oh my lord, you gotta hear this. If it's on Twitter, I'm gonna find it. Anyway, so it was amazing listening to these people talking this nonsense until they have to deal with it themselves, and then now they had a wake-up call. I guess sometimes that's what has to happen.
I think George Carlin put it best. They're called NIMBYs, not in my backyard. Everything's fine until it shows up on their back doorstep, and then they're like, "Oh, not my backyard."
Yeah. There you go. I found it. I knew if it's there, I'm gonna find it. Oh, this is perfect.
Then that's when it becomes the issue, is when it shows up on their back doorstep.
All of a sudden, you have a reality check. Red state's been dealing with this stuff for years, but all of a sudden, you're now melting down.
The lowest unemployment in European Union is Poland. The highest GDP after COVID in European Union is Poland. One of the lowest debts in European Union is Poland. So don't give us this rubbish about the need of educated immigration, as we heard yesterday. We don't need your doctors. We don't need your engineers. Take them all, and pay for them. We don't need them. You know why? Because there's a zero terrorist attacks in Poland. Why? Because there is no illegal migration in Poland. So don't give me this look. Don't give me these arguments about the populism, because this is a fact. This is your data from Eurostat. So we don't need your engineers. We don't need your doctors. Take them. Do not teach us. Do not teach us about democracy, because we know what the democracy is. So learn from Poland. Be like Poland. Thank you very much.
Ooh, shots fired.
Oh, somebody stepped on some toes. He said it like it is. I love men like that. Shots fired.
The lowest unemployment.
Oh man, this is what I like to hear. All that nonsense we are hearing from these people. It's like, you're just lying. You're just not living in reality.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
How nice was that? You let me know what you think about this in the comment section. I'm just gonna say, I was kind of surprised while uploading this video, because we know how woke and corrupt California is. I mean, the vast majority of people in California vote for Democrat at a very, very high percentage. So to see actual Trump supporters in the streets, like you can see right here, yeah, that's surprising. God bless you. Trump 2024. Catch you on the next one.
Yeah, me too. That was very surprising. That's very surprising. What does that tell you, though? What does that tell you? When people in California are showing up in big numbers like this, supporting Trump, what do you think is going on?
I think people are tired of the rhetoric and the BS that's being pushed down their throats.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that people are starting to see through the lies and the corruption and waking up to the truth of the matter.
Yeah. I think the Democrats are creating people to, more folks to love Trump. I think they've, but the way they've treated Trump has caused people to love Trump even more. And I think some of their policies, people are running from their policies, so they're running into the mega train.
What that one gentleman say? The more you indict, the more you need a night.
The more you indict, the more we unite. Oh my Lord, I love that guy. That guy is my guy, man. I do have his video up here, so
yeah.
He said, "The more you indict, the more we unite." And that's a nice shirt.
I mean,
it's
true. And every time he gets indicted on something, his numbers go up.
Yeah. They're not stopping him. They're only making him stronger.
When are you guys gonna learn? The more you indict, the more we unite. Facts. It's Trump 2024. We don't care. You heard me? We already made our mind up. You already know when the hood got your back. Man, they deep in the hood. Gangsters hollering about Trump 2024. You heard me? Whoop, whoop. Wah. Gangsters. The hood got this man back. I'm just trying to tell you. You heard me? And we ain't stupid, man. American people, man. We ain't all them talking about lockdowns and back when the mask and all that. You know, they got a new virus coming and it's gonna be, man, nobody don't care. Ain't fooling nobody no more with none of that. You know, new jack, man, nobody being fooled no more. We all the way up. You heard me? It's Trump 2024. That's what it's gonna be, because we ain't having nothing else. When are you?
Oh my, I'm telling you, I can never get enough of this guy. I love his spirit, man. And I said, this is what the people are saying, man. This is the word in the street. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it.
And I think, he speaks for a lot of Americans. We're sick of it. We're tired of it. And, we want Trump back. We want the Trump era back, where everything was going good for us, you know.
So how do you address the perspective that goes as, well, you a bunch of Trumpers, right? Trump supporters, you kind of like part of a cult because you refuse to have an open mind about anybody else and things like that. I've heard that argument coming from Republicans and Democrats. How do you respond to that? I know I'm putting you in a spot here. I know.
It's I look at it as it's not so much of a cult as it is looking at the basic facts of the matter, where I see it as, what did Trump do while he was in office? Well, he promised us a wall. He promised us funding and better lives for Black citizens. He made promises and he kept those promises. He made life better for Americans, and he put America first. He put Americans first. And that's exactly what he did. He promised to do that, and he did that. He actually kept his word. He's the first president in modern history to do so. Whereas I don't remember a president since probably Reagan who has done anything like that.
No one has ever even come close. And you can make arguments against Trump as far as the way he talked, some of the things he said, maybe some of the people he selected.
But at least, you know, the way he talks, you knew where you stood with the man.
Yeah, we knew he was being honest. But, you know, the arguments don't stand. It's one of those arguments that it's like a moral argument, a character argument, which, I mean, fine, I can consider it.
It's still a weak argument.
It's still weak from the perspective that as a politician, the works he was doing were effective, period. What do you want your politician to be? You want a pastor or you want a politician? I mean,
yeah, actions speak louder than words.
Yeah. I mean, it seems Biden from outside looking in, he looks like a decent guy. Until you dig, you realize, wait a New York minute.
I mean, there is a reason why he's ran for president 2 other times and failed.
Yeah. And we have a battle for the soul of America, of this country. It's like, really? I mean, the soul of this country has gotten worse under your leadership. Like, really? Like, you're trying to fool. But anyway, that's just my thought and perspective. I could be wrong, but so let's talk about